Good morning, third grade, and it is time for our end of the chapter review that we're going to be using as our test, and I'm going to be working through that with you. So I'd like you to get to page 687. So let's get started with the first one. Find the perimeter of each figure on the grid. Identify the figures that have a perimeter of 14 units. Mark all that apply. So you're going to count the perimeter, the outside of each of these. And then write it down. So let's just do A together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 around the outside edge. And it says, identify the figures that have a perimeter of 14 units. I would mark A because it does. You're going to try B, C, and D the same way. Number 2, Kim wants to put trim around a picture she drew. How many centimeters of trim does Kim need for the perimeter of the picture? Remember, we're going to add our outside edges carefully and write your answer. Number 3, Sophia drew this rectangle on dot paper. I gave you some dot paper too. What is the area of the rectangle? Well, we could just do this if it helps us to count our units. Okay? Area now is not the outside edges, it's the whole thing. All right, let's go to page 688. Number 4, the drawing shows Seth's plan for a fort in his backyard. Each unit square is 1 square foot. Which equations can Seth use to find the area of the fort? Mark all that apply. So we want to find out how much the whole thing is. Try these out. Think about it. This is 7. This is 4. But we're only looking for area. Length and width are the numbers we need. Okay? And I'm going to give you a clue. There are 2 correct answers here. 2 answers that are correct. Number 5, which rectangle has a number of square units for its area equal to the number of units of its perimeter? So we're going to find the area for each. We're going to find the perimeter for each. So A, B, C, D, you're going to find the area and the perimeter. And whichever shape has the same area as perimeter, you're going to shade that in. Let's try the first one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 times 7, the area is 7. But 7 plus 7 is 14. 15, 16. The outside perimeter is 16. Those are not the same, so it's not figure A. You try the other 3. Vanessa uses a ruler to draw a square. The perimeter of the square is 12 centimeters. Select a number to complete the sentence. what plus what plus what plus what. They're equal. Each side has the same measure, and there are 4 sides, 12 altogether. So how much could each side be? Go ahead and turn to page 688, or 689, excuse me. On page 689, it says, Thomas drew 2 rectangles on grid paper. Circle the words that make the sentence true. Rectangle A has an area that is less than B, the same as B, or greater than B. So you're going to find the area of each. This is 3 by 4. This is 2 by 6. Find the area of each and then use the correct ending. The area of rectangle B, so now we're looking at these 2 rectangles again, and a perimeter that is, okay, rectangle A has an area that is, I'm going to give you this second part because this gets a little bit tricky. So the rectangle A has an area that is, you choose as rectangle B, less than, the same as, or greater than, and a perimeter that is less than the perimeter of rectangle B. That's a little confusing. So now here's Yuji's drawing. This figure he drew on grid paper. What's the perimeter, the outside edge? Don't forget to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as you go around, and write the total number of units. What's the area of the figure shown? Each unit square is 1 square meter, so count carefully. On we go to page 690. Sean drew a rectangle that was 2 units wide and 6 units long. 2 by 6. Draw a different rectangle that has the same perimeter but a different area. So 2 by 6. The area of that would be 12 for the area. So we need another one that says what times what equals 12, and draw it. You can draw it on here. Mrs. Rios put a wallpaper border around the room shown below. She used 72 feet of wallpaper border. What is the unknown length? Show your work. Well, we know that when we're doing this outside edge, we're talking about perimeter. So we have to add 20 plus 8 plus 14 plus 8 again plus 6. And whatever we get here, we're going to have to subtract it from 72 because we know 72 is the total. And we can find out what this missing side is. Elizabeth has 2 gardens in her yard. The first garden is 6 feet long and 4 feet wide. The second garden is double the width of the first garden. Let's see, if this one is, so let's just talk about the first one. The first garden is 6 feet long by 4 feet wide. Length, width. The second garden is double the width. Double of 4 is 8. but it has the same length. So that's the second garden. The area for numbers 12A through 12D, select true or false. So you're going to find out what the total area of each of these is. And then you're going to tell me if it's true or false. The area of the first garden is 24 square feet. Is that true or false? The area of the second garden is 48 feet. Is that true or false? The length of the second garden is 12 feet. Don't forget length, width. Is that true or false? The length of the second garden is 6 feet. True or false? Okay, take your time. Be sure that you're looking at what I've written over here for you. Okay, we're going to go to page 691. And on page 691, it says, Marcus bought some postcards. Each postcard had a perimeter, that's the outside edge, of 16 inches, which could be one of the postcards that Marcus bought. Mark all of them that apply. There are 2. Remember perimeter, we're adding the outside edges and it has to come to 16 for our total. We are going to skip and we're going to go to page 692. If you would like to do number 14 for extra credit, you may. Keisha draws a sketch of her living room on grid paper. Each unit square is 1 square meter. Write and solve a multiplication equation that can be used to find the area of the living room in square meters. So we're looking for the area. So we're going to have to find the numbers that we're going to multiply. Length times width equals your answer, and it's square meters, which I guess I don't have to write that because you're going to write it right here where it says square meters. Number 16 is also an extra credit problem if you care to try it. All right, good luck. Send me pictures when you're finished.